You will see a view like this in your CMD. Couple of commands are available. We can perform all those commands one by one in that series, but we will start with npm space start at the moment. Before that, we now need to go to that directory because currently we are at series level. We need to type cd space and I will hit tab, and tab will give me the folders option. So currently I only have react.js series folder, so I will hit enter. At that point I can run npm space start and I can hit enter. This is the very introduction of react.js. We are not going to develop whole application in that part. This is just the introduction, the environment setup and the project setup. Maybe I can try to play with the main component, which is app.js, but let's see. While it's starting, let's open this template into VS Code, and the way is, again, you can type cmd here in the address bar. Brand new console will be opened and you need to type code space dot. And yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, that you need to install VS Code for this command. Why VS Code? Because this is free open source by Microsoft, and this is very powerful lightweight IDE for almost most of the programming languages and their development. And this is one of the most powerful and lightweight library at this point. So you need to install VS Code as well. This is not Visual Studio, this is VS Code, right? So you need to search VS Code in Google and you need to install that one. After that, you need to open the CMD and you will type code space dot from within your project template. So we are already in that project template, and I will hit enter and it will open up VS Code and will load all those folders files from within that template into my VS Code. And this is how it looks at the moment. And from the component perspective, this is the main and only component at this point which I was talking about. It has a div header component, and inside header we can see there is a logo, paragraph and the link. And how it looks in the browser, let's see, because currently it's been built for the first time, so maybe it will take some time to build, and we can close the other one. So it's built and it's running now, and we can see that this is default and noun page from React.js. So let's start playing with this application, and for that one we can open that separately here on the screen, and we can open the VS Code along with that, and let's start tweaking the code of that application. All right, and let me just increase the font size a bit just to make sure that is clearly visible. And for the theme, I think that we should use the black theme because it's more visible in the video. That is view command palette, and here we can search for theme, and that is the preference color theme. And yeah, we can use theme from here. What about this one? Yeah, this looks good. And the font size, I think we need to increase the font size a bit again. Yeah, that looks good. And now let's see if we can manage the screen. Okay, now we have that component open, that is app.js. Let's remove the contents. Just our div is there, and this change will refresh the page. And because we are not targeting any specific concept today, we are just playing with the default template. So let's start with the how buttons work in React.js. Click me, and we have now button visible here, and it's not working at the moment. To make it clickable, although it's clickable, to handle the click event, we need to add the event for on click. And for on click, there are multiple ways to handle that or put the logic inside that event. The default one is to directly provide the arrow function from within that line, and I can just say alert hi. So I just save that, and as soon as I click, so we have the alert appearing saying hi. This is the one way to implement the click inside React component, and the other way is to separate that logic, the handle logic, from the HTML template, and this is the more preferable approach in my opinion, and I used to follow that. For that one, we need to have a function which will handle the click. We can name it const on click handler like that, and that will definitely be a error function like this. So we have that function here. Let's move that logic to the function here, and we can simply provide now on click handle here. Okay, so that is pretty much clean HTML and most elegant, and logic is in a separate function. And now if I click, we will have the same output. So this is how we can simply handle clicks inside React component. And one thing to notice, this is a functional component. This is not a stateful component. This is a stateless component, or we can say a dump component. So these are the different terms we will explore later on in this series. If you already have started React, you might seen those terms on the web alternatively. So what are the differences between those? We will see and implement practically in that series. So that was all for this video. For any questions or queries, do ask me in the comments, and see you in the next one.